welcome to another episode of Woodward's Watercolours. Well, you'll hear I'm out and about. It's about 9:30 at night. It's actually lovely and warm, got the shorts on. Sorry about all the noise. What we're doing tonight is I'm on my way home from dropping the car off because it's got to go for MOT and leaving it with the mechanic and get serviced and all that. And I thought on the way home, what I would do is stop off in the park and I would draw my sketchbook with my Derwent Inktense pencils and my wee water brush that I've got with me. So come on, let's find a spot in the park and we'll start drawing. So this is the park, look at that sunset, isn't that beautiful? Now we're going to get around the corner, we'll find a little spot and then we'll get drawing. So this is why I decided to draw. Look at that. Isn't that just the most beautiful skyline? We don't often get summer's evenings like this, but when they come, they're absolutely beautiful. Look at those oranges, those deep, rich greens. And what I'm going to do, there's a little seat round to the corner, and I'm going to go and get myself set up, and then we'll quickly sketch this scene. A little bit of plein air late at night. So there's a couple of seats just here, which we're going to stop at. And the thing is that we don't have much time because obviously the sun's going to disappear really quickly, so we're going to have to try and capture this as quickly as we can. But let's get settled on the seat and then we'll make a start and select what we're going to draw. Okay, so we don't have much time until the sun actually disappears, so the scene that we're going to draw is this one in front of us. Now I don't know how well we're going to do to get that idea of the light sort of exploding, but what I am going to do is use the Chinese ink, which is 2030. And it's actually nearly blunt, so don't have much time as to how we're going to move this, but we're just going to jump into this scene and we'll get this a little bit wider so you can see that a little bit better. And the main thing about this is that we're out and about, and I think also the other main thing is that we're actually doing this, you know, this is low light, some fence here along there, it's getting that a bit in these hedges, so this is low light, and it's also just something that I'm sure you can connect with. You know, maybe you don't have a car, but there's times where you just have to go and do something a little bit different, maybe forces you outside and you get to just be out and about. So if you take away anything from this video, just leaning that a little bit heavier there to get that darker mark, let it be that it's just about drawing wherever you are, doing whatever you're doing. So getting this hedgerows here, you might hear a bit of conversation as well, and then just this ugly fence there. But actually even an ugly fence should get a bit of should just get a little bit of attention there. And then what I want to do is use some of the oak. So this is the basic structure, I think, of getting the darkest sections in. I'm just beginning to work along there. Now what else I have in my hand is, where did I lift up? The oak. And I knew that the oak and the Chinese together would give a really nice deep kind of tone and shadow. So I'm just looking to bring in some of that across here. You can tell it while I'm doing this that the page and the camera are going to shake a little bit. Sorry about that. And then also want to bring down just, there's some leaves that are being broken by the gorgeous light that is fading in front of my eyes here, so just trying to capture that. There's a whole plethora, I love that word, plethora, of different leaves there, so we'll capture them a little bit later as well. But the main bit here was, and these are going to get blunt because I hadn't sharpened them from before, but again it's just about working with what you've got. This is fairly ad hoc, just running out here because the weather's been absolutely astonishing, so I'm just trying to find some colours here. Let's go with the Ionian green for the deep down here. And actually it'll work quite well for, so if you look here, the hedge just across here is really deep shades. Now it's lovely when you look through this lens here because you can see these gorgeous orangey, getting into, well, it's really orange here, but just the kind of yellow tones across the houses. So I'm just going to remove the houses from this and then hopefully explode in some of these colours here, so we'll get some of that in as well. Just trying to move this around to get the overhang of the sense of these trees being all over the place. These. Oh, that sounds like a nice motorbike. To get my voice a little bit louder now to be able to compete. And again, we're just looking to. Oh, that sounds like a lovely 4-stroke. Actually, sounds like a Harley Davidson. So just going for some apple green, just at this point to lighten up the colours as we head towards the lighter parts here. And we'll see where this goes, because we should be able to lift some of these colours across. I'm going to take some of this, what's this one? Sicilian yellow. It'll be good for just the lighter parts of the hedge here, to give this idea that there actually is a much lighter part. Now I am exaggerating the lightness here so that we can pick it up, and then I'm going to go back to that must be a Harley Davidson. Going back to light olive here, just get in some of these shapes. I can also feel something is eating me alive in my legs. We get lots of midges in this place, so just trying to get this general overhang of these trees here. Now the light's really fading fast now, so I want to work as quickly as I can, and the water pen will be really helpful to bring this hopefully all together. Now what I want to do then is get in some of this orange. Okay, I don't have the brightest of yellow here, but I want to get in some of this orange that's coming through really throughout here, and then deepen that in just some of these sections across here, maybe through these trees, and then I'll be able to lift that across, just giving that idea that we are actually dealing with a sunset. And if we've got some of that Sicilian yellow, it'll be really, really helpful in here too. Now it's hard to tell because this is lower light as to how this is going to go, but I really just wanted to come out. Here's the water pen. This is a flat water pen. It's actually not as thick as I thought. And I tend to give them a little bit of a squeeze first just to get the water running, and then what we're going to do is, there we go, begin to see, and it's going to drip and drop everywhere. Okay, so we're also, because we're out late at night, I'm not going to be able to see quite as well either, so we're just going to keep this moving. There's that oak, that lovely oak, and this is going to drip and drop everywhere. So let me just tilt the camera up a little bit. There we go, you should be able to see a wee bit better now. So as I said, the lighting is not going to be great, and I will probably post this a little bit later on so you can see it. So now just activating this Ionian and moving this around, and also letting that drip down the channel of the middle. I'm just trying to get a whole mix match of these colours in here, letting them flow together, just giving this sense of the trees, or the shrubbery down at the bottom. That Ionian's working nicely, and hopefully that's going to get lighter. Just it is, actually, that's working really well. Pleased with that. There she goes, that bit going down across there, and some of these thicker branches. So the main thing that I want you to take away from this video is, again, to be just taking the opportunities that come your way. So I need to rinse this off a bit, because this is still carrying some of the other tones, and I want to get this light. There it is. That's the lightness that I'm looking for. Just need to keep rinsing this so it's not continually going to be mixing, and we're just highlighting the fact that the sunlight is actually here. It may be dying away towards the blue sky. Now the other thing that I can do, and I quite like leaving those little sections there, and I'm going to activate these bits of the leaves. Those leaves that were in front of me there, and just trying to pick some. I can lift some from across here, move it about as well. It's going to work quite effectively as well. Let's rinse that brush again a little bit. Get some more of those colours as well. Just move them about a little bit. The other thing that I wanted to do was to find a bit of a blue if I could. Can't even see in this light. I think I found a blue. Yes, this is iris blue, which is actually, that's a colour that the sky is going to later on up. So I'm just adding that in a little bit after. I feel like I was going to ask you all the questions. So what's the drive of this? Is it the quality of lighting in this video? No, the drive of this video is to encourage you to go out and about. Just take your, whatever you've got and go and do it. You'll forever remember the moment. Just giving that bit of information of those bits of that sky across there. Just picking up on the kind of values and how it's getting lighter and darker. Now we're fast running out of light, and hopefully you get the general gist. Just I had removed the houses, but just trying to capture some of that scene. Now, if the light was better, then I could pick up probably on more reds and things. But it's just a nice, quick sketch, plein air, out and about, enjoying the weather, enjoying the scene, and seizing the opportunity that the car being left into the mechanic and walking home gives me. So, there you go. Just taking the opportunity, taking the Derwent Inktense, put it in my backpack, sketchbook, and go for it. And it wasn't the most exciting scene, but it was what was in front of me and the opportunity that presented. And some of you said you really benefited from the attitude that I had whenever I went camping with Isaac and the weather was poor, just to do it anyway. So seize the opportunity, get yourself out there, whatever time of day it is, why not? It's not going to do anyone any harm, it can only do you good. Anyway, I hope you really enjoyed that. For more information about me, head to Woodward's Watercolours. Head to woodwardswatercolours.co.uk. You'll find out everything you need to know there. Just waiting for intermittently these cars to pass. And there's another one. And another one. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit the little bell icon. And I'll see you sometime soon. But get yourself out there. Get out there and get sketching, get drawing, get painting. Enjoy yourself. And I'll see you sometime soon. Bye for now. Hands are full. Bye for now.